are at the Adelaide Zoo. It's the second oldest zoo in the country. I think it's second oldest. And yeah, it's I can't remember this first or second biggest metropolitan zoo as well. So not country zoo, but metropolitan in the heart of the city. So it has been rumoured that there has been things happening around the zoo. There has been some tragedies here as well over its history. There was a couple of keepers that got injured. One was killed here, so which we go into on the tour. Oh, nearly said something there. But not only that, we're right next to the Torrens River. Now, the Torrens River, in the settlers' days, 1836, all along the Torrens River here, there were encampments, tents, huts, settlers that hadn't got their houses built yet. And so, you know, you sometimes wonder whether what's happening here is something to do with the settler period. There's obviously been a lot of drownings, a murder, and obviously suicide along the river here as well. So there's a lot of reasons why they could be having stuff. Now, last time, if you missed it, we did a live stream from Nocturnal House, which is where Minchin's were the original directors here. We went to the Knockhouse, the service tunnel around the exhibits, which is where a lot of it's been happening. And at one point we were hearing doors banging, footsteps in the service tunnel. Equipment went off, especially when we said the name of the keeper who was killed here. And then I went around the corner because it's in a U-shape, and I went around the far side of the U-shape. And when I went round there, I thought I heard footsteps. So I was standing there talking to whoever it was. And what I didn't know is round the other side, Cag was asking for it to touch me. So she was whispering round the other side of the knockhouse going, "Can you touch Alison?" Now, something attracted my attention. I turned around like that, turned back to look down the hallway again where I was, and there was something very black right next to me. I'm not kidding. I leapt to one side. The cat balls went flying because it startled me, because I wasn't expecting to turn around and find something next to me. I don't know, it was there briefly for a second, gone. Was it just a trick of the eye, trick of shadow? I wasn't expecting it because I didn't hear Cag say it. So the Nocturnal House is really, it's really kind of intrigued me. So tonight we're in a totally different area of the Nocturnal House. New section that we're starting to investigate. So Cag's just setting up in here. It is rather dark and creepy in this bit. So we've got red light on because we've got to be very careful of the animals in the Adelaide. Oh, listen. Can you hear that sound? Can you hear the sound, guys? That's not a ghost. Don't know if you can hear that deep. That's actually a lion. Oh my god, how exciting, guys. Investigating when you've got lions kind of doing their thing. Yeah, kitty, big kitty. In fact, the big kitty was looking at us earlier as we walked past, which is quite hilarious. There's something about the face. It was almost, Uber's delivered tea type of thing. So, yeah, it wasn't my stomach that time. So this is the old kitchen area. I'm just going to turn around because Dylan's hiding behind the door here. So Dylan's going to make the announcement with me soon. So and he's going to tell you a few ghost stories. Because they told you them today. I haven't had a chance to read them yet. So what kind of things have you been told today by other keepers?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're in the old Nocturnal House kitchen. So just behind me is the current Nocturnal House, and this is where the old kitchen used to be. So
shut the door.
The aquarium and things like that. But I think when we hear stories of, you know, interactions and things like that from a lot of our staff, the majority of them actually happen right here in the Nocturnal House. So everything from seeing one of the old keepers going on
cigarettes, cat ball.
That's actually fell off once already, and I thought I'd knocked it, but
well, no, it was pretty flat because it's on the flat part, so it shouldn't have. What was that? Oh, it started already. Where did that come from?
Behind me.
Oh, cool. So at the same time we had the ball going off, we had a knock as well. So, okay, sorry to interrupt you.
That's okay. So as you can see, a lot of our keeping staff have actually had a lot of the experiences in here whilst they've been sort of undertaking some of their work. So we heard stories today of one of the old keepers from, you know, decades ago really, that had passed away here cleaning out the old ghost bat exhibit, and one of the keepers actually thinking that was their team member, and then realising that the team member was in a completely different area and not even in the same location.
Is that you?
No.
Yeah, I had little music.
You heard music?
Yeah.
Where have we got the other music box? I didn't hear the
Once
music.
it's down there and once it's
Oh, maybe it's
down
just
here.
me.
I heard the knocks.
Yeah, and then everything from, you know, things moving on it from the kitchen tables to being tapped on the shoulder, and yeah, there's a whole array of stories that happen in here. So I think in the zoo, definitely there's stories of certain keepers that have a whole range of activities or things that they just can't explain.
Cool. Well, we've already got knocks. We've already had a ball fly off the cigarettes. We've already had the ball flashing. We had the static, didn't we, earlier on?
Yep.
For no reason, go off. So hopefully that means, of course it'll go quiet now I'm in here videotaping. Boiling. Alright, we are only going to do a short one. As I said, this was more about being on site to do the announcement with Dylan. But while we're here, we thought we'd do half an hour with you. It'll only be a short one. So what I propose is we do a little bit of EVP, then we'll do a little bit of Estes, because you all like Estes, and we're going to put Dylan.
Yeah, we are, because
on
Dylan's an
headphones, 'cause Dylan
expert.
likes doing that. We're going to send him down into the dark on his own.
Yeah, no
Uh,
torch.
He's going to go down the other end, and he's going to have the headphones on. So I'm going to take. Oh, bang! That's in the same direction.
It was.
It's a shame we can't take down that way, because that's where the bang is coming from. There's no animals on this hallway here, by the way. We'll just try and call out. Oh, and by the way, we've got a photograph, because the figure's been seen with the bats most of the time. We have got a photograph. So you'll see all the trigger objects lined up here. We've got a photograph of the bat with the ball on the bat as well. And because the keepers did in the old days, they don't anymore, but in the old days they did used to drink. Because alcohol was a staple diet for everybody, even in England, because the water was so bad that England used to live. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Didn't you?
No.
That's why England and they used to drink a lot of beer,
Oh, there you go.
because it was better to drink beer than it was the water.
And quite often they've got
Imagine.
paid in beer as well.
Really?
Yeah,
So
that's them with the days.
and I can imagine what the Adelaide water was like as well back then. So. All right, so if there is any, oops, I shouldn't shout, sorry. I was thinking I'm in Z water or something. We've got to learn to be really quiet in here, guys, because the other side,
Thank you, Jules.
there's a whole load of nocturnal animals, which they're trying to adjust so that they wake up during the day, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, so they're sleeping now, even though they're nocturnal. So. All right, if there is anybody here tonight, just wondering if you would like to come out and talk to us. We've been hearing some bangs. This may all be very strange to you. You probably haven't seen this stuff before. Vibration just went off on the EDI. Feel free to explore and touch whatever you see here. That was the roof. I think. You can have a look, play with it, see what it does. The vibration's going on. I don't know if you can see it from this distance, but the geophone is going off on the EVI. The figure's been seen. The figure's been seen near. is the knocking is coming from where the DI is going off. It's down
All
here.
comes from the one spot,
It's
isn't it?
coming from
Yeah.
the end.
And that's where the loud bang was earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah. All right, let's do an EVP first. Might just move down a bit in case something's down there. I've just put a little box down here with an orange light. I was just wondering if you can come up to it and try and speak. We might not hear you, but we can listen back. Did I go off again then? Or I thought I saw a blue flash.
I didn't see it because I
I
was,
was looking at the
looking
voice
through
recorder,
there.
but at the corner of my eye, I thought I saw a blue one. Alright, just going to introduce myself. My name's Alison. And we've got over here.
My name's Cag.
My name's Dylan.
You probably don't get many people coming in here anymore. Last time we were in here, we asked if we could talk to Samuel. And when we asked about Samuel, we had a whole load of equipment go off. Samuel, are you in here tonight?
Aux input mode.
I don't want to turn it any louder than that, guys, because
The animals come first.
I've just put a little box down here with an orange light. I was just wondering if you can come up to it and try and speak. The last time we were in here, we asked if we could talk to Samuel. Oh, that was a big bang. And when we asked about Samuel, we had a whole load of equipment.
Oh, that was a big
That
one.
was a big bang. There's a lot of knocking and bangs down
A
there.
lot of knocking bangs. And the animals are on the other side as well
Yeah.
of this wall. Like they're on the other side of the walkway
Of the
from this
walk,
wall as
yeah,
well.
to the side.
Yeah.
There's a gap in between. Yeah. Sorry, I just had to stop it because there's an awful lot of sounds and bangs. Interesting, it's when we started asking the questions or playing back the questions on Samuel again. So you're making the sounds down there? It sounds like dragging.
I did.
I thought it was you, but then again, why would you be? You haven't moved.
I haven't moved at all, but I heard the like.
It was like a
Yeah.
dragging. It's like something heavy just then being dragged. Do you want to keep playing that? I don't know how. I'm going to go down and have a quick. Like the good investigator I am, I'm going to see if I can work out what it is.
Alright, yeah.
Go off. Samuel, are you in here tonight?
Nothing on that one.
No, it's stopped.
Yeah. Do you? I think we should put Dylan down there on the SDs.
Yeah.
What do you think? I think great.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, cool.
He loves the SD.
He does. He's so good at it.
So on this
And for those who don't know what Nestus is it's a ghost box.
Sorry.
Thank you, Kate. It's a ghost box, and the argument is, just to for those who haven't been on it, the argument is it's broken radio, it's throwing out snippets of radio. So if I ask a question, I'm going to be expecting an answer. And if I hear something, it's probably going to be my brain putting that answer to it. However, we're going to put Dylan on headphones, so he can't hear the question, so he is not biased in any way on what he is listening to. And then he is going to call out anything he hears. So we're going to get Dylan down there so he's not aware. I reckon about halfway, maybe, where the ball is going on.
I reckon you should turn the torch off halfway down as well.
Like that. It's not dark enough.
Now to answer questions.
Just call out anything that you hear. So,
Okay, Dylan, can you hear us?
can you hear us, Dylan? Can you hear us? There's something behind you, Dylan. No, he can't hear us.
No, he would have moved.
All right, is there anybody here tonight? There's a gentleman down there, and he's got something on his ears that he can hear through. Can you try and manipulate that box in his hand and talk to him?
Constitutional. Low self-esteem.
Well,
Bang. Obviously, he didn't hear the bang. Samuel, are you here tonight? Though Samuel was a keeper that was killed here. Samuel, is it you tonight? Can you make some of the equipment maybe go off around Dylan? Oh, what's that? Oh,
cat
my
ball
God.
behind him.
Oh, that was
That was
whoa.
pretty cool.
Whoa!
That's just giving me shivers.
Oh, whoa! Never.
That was cool. That was good.
He doesn't even know.
No, he doesn't.
What we said.
No, he hasn't got a clue what we
Going
said.
at it.
Going at it.
Going at him. You're going at
So
him.
did I.
Oh my goodness!
Thank you for that. How about something in front of him this time, just to see if you can freak him out? That you can do that for us, please.
He is no longer.
Who's no longer?
Can you maybe touch him now? He's nervously watching the room.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, Dylan can't see it. Let's hear us.
Can you-
Anxiety.
Who's got anxiety?
15 years.
It's probably Dylan's got anxiety at the moment.
15 years.
Can you touch him, please? The guy that's in the middle is a really nice guy. Can you just touch him to let him know that you're here?
Those balls are fun to move, though, aren't they? Is there anything on this here? Oh, bang, bang down there.
Oh, another one.
Another one.
Are you alright?
You
What
alright?
was that?
That was 2 bangs. And before you put the headphones back on,
Yeah.
the reason we were like going, oh my God, is because I had just said the sentence, can you make some of the equipment around Dylan go off? And then the ball went off almost immediately to the side of you. And that's when you kind of went, oh.
You're doing well. You're doing well.
That's,
Headphones back on.
hey,
Headphones back on.
Yeah, you're doing well.
that was cool.
Are you the person that looks after the ghost bats? If you are, I'll put a picture of a ghost bat out there just in front of Dylan. Do you want to light up the ball on the picture?
Richard.
Richard? Alright, we'll run with it. It might just be from the radio, guys, but...
Richard Doricott?
Oh!
Another gentleman that was
That was another gentleman keeper that was
injured.
injured here. Richard Doricott, yes. Richard. Was it at the same time? It's same. Would they have worked here together?
It was a few years apart, but they might have known.
Samuel may have known Richard.
Trying to think. A little quiet. You're good?
Yeah. Not much is.
Not much now.
No.
No.
It's interesting you came out with Richard.
How's that?
Richard Dorricott, which is the other one that.
The brown bear one. Keeper.
Yeah, that's true. There was there was Richard Minchin as well, but my immediate thought went to Richard Dorricott. So.
How cool is it having a lion when you're on an investigation? I just think that's brilliant. I mean, where else can you investigate and have a lion roaring in the background unless you're in Africa?
I know, it's good, isn't it?
Well, should we go and get we can't go down to the portal, guys, because I'll put it down there. We're going to lose, but I might bring it into this room here.
Well done. How did it feel down there?
As soon as the light went off, it just freaked me out. I just got instant goosebumps, and all of my hairs just stuck right at the top.
All right.
And then I couldn't hear you guys saying anything, but I just heard the bang bang.
Yeah.
And then it got me a little bit.
Yeah, it's even worse because we're asking them to touch you.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And it said, "I'll wait."
Yes,
You said,
I'll wait.
Really?
Yeah.
Which I thought was quite funny.
But the ball was just so on cue.
Yeah, it was.
Can you light up something around Dylan? The ball just decided on cue, just went off.
I was a good 2 meters away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was in the room, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, this might be a bit noisy in here, but come on in, guys.
So this was one of the kitchen, so you can see the fridge over there. So it's really cool. Okay, so now we've got a hashtag We Want Dylan. You got your own hashtag, Dylan. Trending. You're trending already, love. Trending already. So good.
Yeah.
I'm going to get close to this guy so you can hear it. Yeah, everybody's saying, look, please say thanks to Dylan for me.
Dylan will go have a big comments.
I know. First After Dark tour almost booked out.
Is that?
Patrons have spoken, Dylan is hired, whether he likes it or not. Someone get that man an HH shirt. Oh, and then somebody else has said, Dylan, this has got to be Shane. Yeah, Dylan, make sure you've got a safe word, mate.
Alright, let's see what we get quickly. Got your own phone. Did I just say tag?
Oh, not again.
Oh, not again. What's your name? If this isn't radio, then give us your name, please.
Push it over. Is that the mistake?
It's a mistake. What was a mistake? Can you give us
Richard, are you with us tonight?
Just wait.
Well, that went off in English. Just wait.
Just wait.
Just wait.
Just wait.
What?
Yeah, sorry, Lisa, it's very difficult to understand.
It is tonight because I don't want to tune it too loud, Lisa. So
The first priority is the animals, so we've got to be careful.
yeah. So normally I'd play with it, but I don't play with it. I don't play with it too much to get it tuned in because sometimes it can go bang. I don't want to scare the animals. But it's not really saying a lot. Couple of seconds. We're going to turn it off soon.
Just make sure.
Just make sure.
Just make sure.
We will turn it off,
We will.
promise.
We promise. If you want us to go, just say go. We'll honour it. Is it all right if we try and come in and talk to you again?
Thank you,
sometime?
Diane.
For men.
It's
Can you just say good night for us, please? And we'll leave you in peace. Good night. Yeah, Brenda, if you come on the After Dark tour, we'll tell you the reason why we think the Adelaide Zoo is haunted.
Yes, we go through some of the tragedies in the area. So there has been deaths kind of in the zoo and around the zoo. So, all right.
Oh.
Because I am so hot and I'm absolutely pouring with sweat in there.
Oh, don't need that anymore.
So come down, support the zoo. I mean, even if you don't come on our Dylan, come and push your own bike. New tour guide. Are you watching everybody on from the zoo? Yeah, at the end of the day, Christmas is coming. Okay, and I know I'm struggling to go Christmas shopping. I still haven't got all my Christmas shopping. What better Christmas present to buy than an experience? It doesn't have to be our tour that we've just told you about, but you've got all the range of them. What's going at the moment?
We have a whole range of them. We have at Adelaide Zoo, you can either do a meerkat mingle. We have our...
I bought that Alison for her birthday.
I remember that. We also have before the zoo opens, we have one of our Panda and Friends tours, which is a really unique walking tour through the zoo before it opens to the public. That's an amazing tour. You get to sort of be there while the animals wake up and get a really cool tour and get to ask the panda keeper a few questions. And
thank you.
Especially up at Monado, we have a whole heap of things.
Okay, so Rosemary's just sent 200 stars for Dylan to be the new guide.
I need 400. Come on, man.
Isn't that only 20 cents? The one I want to do is the Lion 360. Yes. Are you feeding them yet?
Yes, we are.
People?
Yeah, so we just started feeding back up last week.
So you can actually go in the 360
dome. Yep.
And
kind of, if you can
them all
imagine,
added.
shark cage diving for our African lion pride.
Except this time you get lions and like the sharks that we didn't get after we went.
A whole pride.
So there's so many experiences to do. The Adelaide Zoo is amazing. They're not funded. I think they get grants or something, don't you? Or something every now and again.
We do get support from the state government, but we are a non-for-profit conservation charity.
Yeah. So they depend on you to do the good work.
Yeah.
So definitely come down, spend the day here.
It's great. We have had so much fun.
We have.
And we've never got past the meerkats.
No, the meerkats. Yeah, unfortunately, I have a thing about meerkats. So when we've been doing the dry runs, it's kind of
we got as far as a meerkat,
and then she's lost me.
I just do it to myself, so it's all good.
So yeah, so Christmas is coming. Buy some experiences. Come and support the zoo. There's some tours starting and investigations, I do believe. So you support the zoo by coming on those as well, because obviously the zoo will get a certain amount of that, so towards the animals, which is what is very much needed. Another reason to set up the tours to help out here. So definitely look at it. So these are the guys who've been hearing. Oh, he looks like he's got you lined up for tea. Uber has arrived. Uber Eats. Can you imagine if you're in the dark in Africa? They are so beautiful, guys. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, shit.
On the live stream.
Didn't get me on a live stream. I think the lion just told me where to go.